this is a crucial time because next year you are going to be in college. And don't let anyone ever tell you that there is not a college for you. There is absolutely a college that is out there for you. You should apply to at least 5 colleges, you know, a couple in state, couple out of state, and to see what happens. So I know that probably you all have seen the video that has come out where the young Black male, he's with his friends in the background, and he looks on the his internet, or not in the internet, his email, and he sees that he got accepted into Harvard. So what that means is that young man applied for early admissions. So right now what's going on is all of the early admissions acceptance or rejection letters are going out now. So they applied, finished up, and now they are getting their acceptance or rejection letters. So right now you are finishing up your finals. The first thing that you should do, I think the number one thing I know I would do if I was a senior in high school, is get all of my information together to complete the FAFSA over the winter break. And then I would talk to my parents to see when we could sit down and do it together. I would go with the list of items that they need so that you both can have all the information that you have so you can get that FAFSA application done within a half an hour. Now, in order to complete the FAFSA, parents need to have an FSA ID. So, you know, sometimes parents don't have time to, you know, go ahead and sign up for that. So just ask your parents, hey, do you need me to do that, so that they can have the ID? You know how to sign up for the FSA ID, go ahead and do that. And then you need to have your social security number. Your parents need to have their social security number. You need to have your parents need to have their tax returns for 2016. And you will also, and if you did it electronically and your parents did, that is very good, because then it's easier for you to complete the FAFSA electronically, so there's no stoppage in your financial aid. And some probably students who are seniors might ask, well, why am I completing the FAFSA when I haven't, you know, the deadline for the college application hasn't completed? It's better to be early. On the FAFSA, what you're doing is you're filling, or you're listing up to 10 colleges that you might be interested or you might be applying to. So you just list any and every college that you think you might be interested in. So that's one big important thing if you're a senior, to have that. So again, in order to complete the FAFSA, you're going to need your FSA ID. Your parents will also need that too, the 2016 tax returns, your social security number. And if you are a legal resident, you'll need your resident or registration number so that you can complete that. The next thing that I would do as a senior is, of course, oh, it's so good to see a lot of my former classmates. Hey, Angelo. Another important thing that you should do is apply to some more colleges. A lot of colleges deadlines have not completed. And if you're in California, the UCs, they basically only had like a month for applications. So, you know, this will be the time where you apply to other schools that, whose deadlines have not closed. So go ahead and complete those applications. And the next thing that I would do is, if I was a senior, I would absolutely apply for scholarships. So look on the internet. A lot of you guys are on Snapchat talking to each other. This is probably a really good time to talk to your parents, see who's in their networks, talk to your friends, their parents, and try to think about products that you use that may have scholarships. If you go to a church or you go to the YMCA, are you in a certain club at school? Whatever scholarships are available, even if you think you can't qualify, go ahead and apply. What happens is a lot of students don't necessarily apply to a scholarship. And sometimes there's so few people that apply to it. Maybe there's only 3 people that apply to it, and there's only 3 rewards. and that's how you can get your money. So apply to any and every scholarship that you find, ask people. And one of the most important things as a senior is I would absolutely share your story with people. What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go to college, so that they know, so that in case they become aware of some kind of scholarship, that they could share that with you. If another important thing, that if I was a senior during winter break, I would connect with alumni from my high school that have gone off to college and find out what their experiences are like. Reach out on Facebook, well, I heard that Twitter is for old folks, so Snapchat. Just reach out to former high school students that you know who have gone on to college to find out their experiences. Have them come over your house to let you know, go hang out at the coffee shop, or, sometimes people do that. What's that? The boba tea is really popular. Make sure that you talk to people that are off in college in their freshman year to find out what it's like. Another thing that you should do, if you can afford it, is set up a college visiting schedule for when it gets warmer. Maybe you have a spring break, and even in February you might have another break, or you can even, I know at one school where I was teaching, they actually kind of let students go off to visit to colleges, and they kind of said it was like a field trip. So if they were going to visit a college, they kind of got some like field trips slip. So definitely set up your schedule so that you can visit colleges that you are thinking about applying to or have applied to. Talk to alumni that are at those schools. Because maybe you thought something in your head about a certain school, but then maybe friends that you're close to or alumni who are similar in personality to you, they might like the school, they might not. They can tell you the ins and outs, so you know exactly what to prepare for. Visiting the colleges, I think, very important, because it gives you a feel of the place. Sometimes when I was a senior in high school, I went to visit local colleges, and I did an overnight stay, and I realized that college wasn't necessarily for me. Was it a good college? Yes, but I just didn't feel like, when a college is good for you. Not only is it good academically, but you feel a certain way. So like I said before, that is the second largest expense that you're going to have. So you want to make sure that it is a right fit for you. So please make use of your calendars. I know a lot of students who use Google use that calendar wisely. And I would backward plan. So for example, if you haven't completed all of your applications, and some are doing February, March, and sometimes even some colleges have rolling admissions all the way into May, April. So backward plan, if you know that you already have a personal statement that you can personalize for each college, write it down. Say if, make sure that you put that application in as early as possible and apply to financial aid for that school as early as possible, because like I stated in my last video, it's like a pot of gold. So if you are applying for money first before everyone, you have a better or a higher probability of getting that money. Now, so once again, we have, if you are a senior, you should, during your winter break, of course, enjoy your winter break with your family and your friends. Set up college visits, finish your college applications, and also talk to alumni who have gone off and are there. Now, if I was a junior, let me give you the schedule of what I would do as a junior. A junior, you have a little bit more time, but the biggest thing that you need to prepare for is that you have to start studying for your SAT. Let me go backtrack to being a senior. I'm backtracking. I'm assuming that you already took the SAT. If you haven't, then you need to go ahead to. For juniors now, I'm back to juniors. Juniors, you need to start preparing for your SAT or your ACT. It's up to you, whatever one you feel more comfortable with. But why not study for both, take both, and see which one you get a higher score in. I would study for at least 3 months, 3 to 6 months. Maybe study an hour every night. You're a junior. I know that's a lot. So maybe 30 minutes a day. But absolutely be really good at the writing portion, because that shows a lot. A lot of people don't know how to write. So that will probably get you to stand apart. So as a junior, start preparing for your standardized tests that you need to complete when you are in your senior year, your SAT and your ACT. Just do 20 minutes a night. And so it becomes a habit, so that when you are in your latter part of your junior year, or even the start of your senior year in high school, you can take that test and it's no big deal. And then you can concentrate solely on applying for colleges. Another thing in your junior year during winter break that you can do is you can reach out to high school alum that have come back from their freshman year in college or from college, and just meet with them and find out about their experiences. Maybe you want to have a get together at your house, or maybe you know of a party that people are having where a lot of people are coming back from college, and you can find out about their different experiences. I would make sure that you talk to people who have attended college or are attending college in state, out of state, community college, everywhere, online, so that you could see what might be a great fit for you. Also, you definitely want to, when you're reaching out to people who are in college, find out whether or not they are working or they're solely just going to school. Because if they're solely going to school and you have to work, yes, you're hearing about their experience, but you also need to hear about somebody who has a similar experience to you. Don't rule out any college. Like I stated, if you have an inkling of interest, go ahead and apply. I mean, you're in your junior year, so you're exploring. You're not applying yet. You're just exploring the different places that you might be interested in. Another thing as a junior is start getting together, volunteering, and start honing your skills of what you're trying to do. You might not, of course, know what you want to do or major in when you go to college, because that's a year and a half or so from when you are going to graduate, since you're a junior, but you do know what you like, and you do know what you possibly might have a passion for. So work on those things, because when it comes time for you as a senior to apply for college, sometimes colleges have something that is a part of their application process that is an interview. And if you just come off during the interview as a person who is just, you get straight A's, you get really good grades, and all you do is concentrate on school, and you don't do anything else or have a passion for anything else, that's not going to be necessarily really good. You want to be well-rounded. Show the school who you are, what you have to contribute, and things of that nature. So that, for juniors, it's an exploratory phase for you. Look into some of the schools that you are interested in. Start scouring over the internet. If you like pamphlets, I like to hold things. See if the different colleges that you think you might be interested in could send you pamphlets or like handbooks about their college campus, so that you could start creating a file of at least 10 colleges that you would be interested in. Why am I telling you to start a file? Because electronic could be fine for you. You want to bookmark your different colleges that you're interested in, but there's something about actually touching the college brochures that I really love. So having a file with all of at least 10 schools that you might be interested in, and really honing in on those schools definitely is something that you want to do over winter break. Is there anything that you all might be interested in asking? I see saying good information, but I don't see any questions. So I will just keep talking. So it's better, the earlier that you prepare, the better. If you're a senior, there's so much that you have to complete. You have to finish completing your college applications. You, of course, have to hang out with your family, apply for scholarships, complete the Fafsa. That right there is number one that you need to do, so that you will be prepared for college. I'm trying to think of anything else that I would think of. I think I covered it all for the high school edition. So seniors, complete your FAFSA, complete the college applications, and also, what else do I have to say? I said, complete your college applications. Apply for college scholarships and meet with alum. And now for the juniors in high school, you want to start exploring, reaching out to the colleges and see if they could send you pamphlets so you can start a file with at least 10 colleges that you're interested in. And then what you can do is slowly start weeding them out. Talk to alumni who have come back from college, from your high school, and see what their experience is like. And of course, you need to start preparing for the ACT and SAT. And I would suggest maybe doing 20 minutes a night, so that you could, by the summertime, you can take the ACT as well as the SAT, or whatever one that you're most comfortable in, by the summertime, so that when it comes to your senior year, you're not trying to take tests and apply for college and apply for financial aid and apply for the scholarships. And since you have prepared as a junior, it'll be a more smooth and not so stressful time during these holidays. So I think that is really it for how to maximize your time for the winter, and make sure that you, as people say in this day and era, is self-care. Make sure that you have fun, you relax, you sleep, because I know that you are going to school and taking at least 6 classes, and sometimes you all may be taking a lot of AP classes, honors classes, but you're in school taking 6 to 7 classes a day, and you're probably exhausted because on top of keeping up with your schoolwork, you have to apply for college. So make sure that you rest. Make sure that you have fun with your friends, and then you get down to it and you prepare for college by completing all those applications, college scholarship applications. Start studying for your SAT and ACT when you're a junior, and absolutely meet with people that you know that have gone off to college so you can find out about their experience. Maybe that you're interested in a college that you don't know anyone who has attended. You could reach out to me, send me a message via Facebook, and let me know what college that you're interested in, and maybe I could answer some questions. Although I have 3 degrees from Spelman, Temple, and Harvard, I also have visited colleges, at least 10 to 15 colleges, and also taken workshops at different colleges throughout the nation, in places that you all might be interested, that you never thought of. Like, if you're interested in a big university and you never thought of it, maybe University of Nebraska could be the place. I went there as a big university. They're really big on sports. It was an interesting town. It was different than I expected. It's very large. I like the place. Another school that was a small college that I had never really heard of, but I went for a workshop, and it was about a subject that I was really interested in, was Zora Neale Hurston. I went to Rollins College in Florida, and it was in Winter Park, and it was amazing. It's a small liberal arts college, and just the feel there and the professors there and the library there, it just really felt like a small community that would be supportive when you are going through college and trying to learn and discover who you are and what you want to do in life. Now, you definitely want to, if you go off and visit family and friends and there's a college around, why not go visit? I know that there might not be any students in school, but it's a good time to still see what the campus looks like. So that's it for today. Let me look to see if anyone has any questions. If not, what I'm going to do is I am going to wrap this up. But again, make sure that you go to our YouTube channel, Education Innovations LLC, subscribe to us, and we have a lot of different videos that can help you. We have how do you figure out the right college for you? How do you pay for college videos? How do you complete the Fafsa? And if you want one-on-one consultations, reach out to me. I have reasonable prices. So next week will be the college edition. If you are a junior and senior in college, what do you do to prepare for graduate school and or your career? And that's it. I hope you all have a great night.